Hi everyone, welcome to today's trade of the day, and for today's trade of the day we will be looking at the dollar yen. Right, so the dollar yen is a very interesting pair to look at, and there are no high impact news. There are no high impact news on the dollar and the yen later today. Right, it's a pretty quiet day, okay, before the European and the US session kicks in. But this is a very interesting configuration. Why? Because the dollar yen, what I have here is on the 4 hours. In terms of market structure, the dollar yen has been making higher lows. At the same time, it has been making higher highs. Now in this structure, very simply then, the market is in a uptrend. So I just really want to focus on this area. You can actually see that there's a very nice trend line that's holding the market. Even the microstructure shows higher highs and higher lows, right? So we can expect price to make a higher high, at least. Even if it doesn't make a higher high, it should at least go up to the last swing high. So of course then we have our long-term target over here, a very possible target over here, and let's quickly go down to the 1 hour. So on the 1 hour, we, as mentioned on the 4 hours, we see the microstructure where prices mix higher lows and higher highs. Right, so drawing a trend line connecting the higher lows. Okay, it's a very nice trend line, and we can play, right, our targets over here. We can just look for an entry, the last movement from low to high, and we see that price is currently holding at around the 61.8 area, right? So this 61.8 area can be a very possible entry point. Now I'm just going to draw a box because this for me is more of a zone, right? As long as it's holding above the ascending trend line support. Alright, so anywhere around this area, okay, I'm going to remove this negative 27.20. Anywhere around this area, right, we can play a bounce up to our final take profit. Now very simply, we also know where to put the stop loss, right? The stop loss is the level for which we know we are wrong. Our idea is wrong. So I'll put my stop loss at the last swing low. But because I don't want to be stop hunted and I don't want to be prematurely stopped out, I want to give my trade a bit of room to breathe. I will back up my stop loss by a couple of pips. Alright, so not exactly at the last swing low, but just by a couple of pips. Last but not least, there's a movement from this high to this low. We can do a retracement also to find an intraday take profit, high to low, and we see that 61.8 falls in line with the last swing high, the recent graphical swing high. So we can actually have an intraday take profit here. Alright, last but not least also, we can look at stochastics, and we see that stochastics, every time stochastics comes down to test this area, right, this low area, okay, price does a very nice bounce. So you can see over here, price does a bounce, price comes close here, right, there's a bounce, there's a very strong bounce, price comes close here, a very strong bounce as well, price comes close here, there's a bounce, and price is back approaching this area, we should see another strong bounce. Alright, so this is the trade for the day on dollar yen. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I wish you guys all the best, trade safe, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys again. Thank you.